Hi, in this video I want to go over basic R tutorial sorts of stuff just to get you started, and then we'll after you get started we'll go through a couple of very simple things. So first off, come over here. This is a really good website that you can use. It's called Tutorials Point. It's really good just reference for R stuff. For example, we've got our variables here. Heaven forbid, if you forget how to create a variable in R, you can come over here and say, oh, well, this is how you do it. They've also got other things about operations, loops, functions, stuff like that. But to get you started, you could come over here and look at environment setup. I'm just going to suggest that you come over here and you look at RStudio, come to rstudio.com and download RStudio. That'll be an easy way to get started and run the installer, and you'll have a program like this with a console, terminal, jobs, all those things. But we're going to do a lot of work in the console at the very beginning, right? So really quickly, the first thing you'll probably want to know about in R is variables, right? So we're going to look at how you can create variables in R. It's actually very easy. There are two operators here, right? So right up here, these are comments, and you can use the assignment operator here. So you can use equal, so a variable name equals, and then something, or you can use a variable name and then this arrow and then something. So my variable and then 10. This is to show you how to use the console. Right? Over here in your environment, your variable shows up after you create it, right? If you type it in again, then it will output 10 over here to the console. If you say my variable 11, it's changed up here in the environment. So this is really helpful. You can view things right here in the environment. You can work on, and you can do your work right here in the console. So it's pretty helpful, this RStudio. Now, if you're not familiar with what R is for, first of all, I'm surprised you found this video. Good for you. But if you're not familiar with what R is for, R is generally used for processing statistical data, statistical anything really, right? So as we go through, we're going to go through a lot of the same stuff that Tutorials Point goes through. But as we go through this, keep in mind all of the sort of quirks of R syntax, if you know other programming languages, everything that sort of works differently. The fact that it's so easy to visualize everything here. We've got a plot section here. All of that is due to the fact that in R, a lot of people using it are using it for statistical processing, right? And so keep that in mind. It'll make things a little bit easier to understand when you're wondering why things are different in R than perhaps in other languages. That in mind, we will start getting working in R, and that's all I have for this particular tutorial.